Hello and welcome back. And now we are going to discuss about the continuous and the categorical variables. Before moving ahead, I think we should know about the continuous and the categorical variables. So let's see with the help of some simple examples, what is the categorical variable and what is a continuous variable. So let's first discuss about the categorical variable. So these variables are known as the discrete or the nominal variables. These basically represents a group or the categories, right? So we can group the data based on these variables. So if there are certain if there is a certain variable where the values in that for that variable are arranged or have been assigned in such a way so that we can arrange the data in certain groups, then in that case, that particular variable, which is basically a feature, is known as the categorical variable. Okay. So there is no inherent order or the numerical value. It can be numeric or text based. It may be like when you are categorizing the data, it may be that you are categorizing it based on the male and female. You can write like male, you can write like female, and you can also write like 0 or 1, 0 for male and 1 for female, right? 2 for transgender. So 0, 1, 2, these kind of values, like which are the numeric values or which are the male, female, or the, transgender in the text format. These could be also the different set of variables, different set of values, right? So the categorical variables can be either text based or the numeric. Okay. Then comes the continuous variable. If we talk about the continuous variables, then they are also known as the quantitative or the interval variables. These are known as the quantitative. Quantitative simply means they can be assigned some numerical value, right? And there is some interval, right? Which means that there could be some difference between the two values. Okay, they are representing the measurable quantities. They have some inherent order. Inherent order means you will not be able to see it, from the data that has been provided to you, from the naked eyes. But yeah, you can have an inherent order in the data that is already there, right? And that could be having some numerical value. That must be having some numerical value because continuous variables are always having the numerical value. They can be represented as decimal or the fractions. Okay. I mean, the decimal values can also be represented as the continuous variables or the fractions as well. It's not only the simple integer that is we want to say here. It can be any decimal value or any fraction value. Okay, here is the example to understand these two kind of variables. So here is the example for students. So we have collected some data on the students' favorite colors and their height. So John, Jane, Bob, and Alice, their favorite color is like blue, red, blue, green, and their heights are like 68 centimeters, 65 centimeters, 72 centimeters, and 60 centimeters. So I mean inches. This is not centimeter, basically inches. So this is the data. Now we have to find out which one of these is a categorical variable and the which one of these is a continuous variable. So one variable is favorite color, which means it's a category. I mean it's a feature, and this feature is basically a category of colors: blue color, red color, green color. So there are three categories here: blue, red, and green. It may be that there is number of data and there could be number of other colors as well. So all this data can be grouped together as well. Like if we want to group together for all those students who love the blue color, I mean whose favorite color is blue, then in that case you will group like John and Bob, right? So John and Bob will be the they will be grouped into a certain group based on the favorite color. So these variables are known as the categorical variables, and there is no inherent order. There is no numerical value as well, right? We can give the numerical value, but still they will be the categorical variable, right? There will be no inherent order. It may be that we give blue for blue color we can give like 10, for red color we can give like 20, and for the green color we can give like 30, right? So these values we can give, right? But still they will be categories. They will be counted as the categories. Okay, they can be numerical value, but yeah, most probably, I mean, mostly they are, non-numerical values. Then comes the continuous variable. This is the continuous variable, which is the height. 68 inches, 65 inches, 72, 60. These are the heights, right? So these are the measurable quantity. They can be measured. They have an inherent order. Although, if you see like 68, 65, 72, 60, you cannot find an order here. If we come from the 68 to 65, 72, so from here till here, it's decreasing order, and from 65 to 72, again, it's increasing order, and then it's 72 to 60, it's decreasing order, right? But if you want to arrange it in some specific order so that it can be arranged in some sorted manner, like from higher value to the lower value or from the lower value to the higher value, then in that case we can do, like, there is an inherent order, which it means that there is an inherent order. You can arrange these variables in some order, right? So these are the continuous variables. This is the property of the continuous variables. It's very simple to understand. This video was really simple, whatever content we have discussed today. So this variable was really important to understand these two definitions. So in the next video, you will see handling of the outliers again, and then we will see the missing value handling. But before concluding, let's have some summary of the key differences between the continuous and the categorical variable. Categorical variable have no inherent order, while continuous variables do. Right, this we have discussed. Numerical value, categorical variables have no numerical value, while continuous variable do. Measurement, categorical variables represent groups that we have understood, while continuous variables represents measurable quantities. Okay, I hope there is nothing to explain in here much. Real world example, categorical variable like gender, nationality, product categories, and the continuous variable is like temperature, weight, and time. Okay, why we need to understand about the categorical and continuous variable? This is really crucial for choosing the right statistical analysis. Okay, there are different methods to handle the data. So what kind of statistical analysis you will choose for your particular data that you have, these kind of variables are really useful. You can visualize the data effectively if you have the understanding of the categorical and the continuous variables, and you can interpret the results accurately, right? For example, if you have the girls, all most of them love the red color or the pink color, then in that case you can come up with the conclusion that yes, our model suggests that the girls like pink color most, right? But the boys don't like the pink color mostly. They love the color red, or might be yellow, or might be green, right? So that kind of inference you can take if you have the data, if you are able to visualize the data correctly, right? So with this, this particular video comes to an end. So in the next video, we are going to discuss about the handling the outliers. In the previous video, we discussed about the detection of the outliers. For that, we discussed about the different methods, different plotting methods, right? To find out the outliers. Okay, so I hope you can go through that video again. So the outliers, how they can be found using the plotting. So there were two kinds of plotting that we discussed in the last video. One was box plotting, and the other one was the other kind of transformation was the visual inspection through the scatter plot. So it's scatter plot and the box plot. These two were the methods using which we could have done our finding the outlier exercise. Okay, so with this, I would like to say have a nice day, bye bye, and please leave your comments in the comment section so that I can understand what else is needed here and what I'm not covering at all. Okay, thank you, have a nice day, and bye.